we go to the spiritual home of the Vickers Wellington bomber at Brooklands in Weybridge in Surrey. Brooklands, of course, is famous for being the location of the world's first purpose-built motor racing circuit, which was opened in 1907. But Brooklands is also famous for being the birthplace of British aviation, and it's here in the early 1930s that the Vickers Wellington was developed by a team led by chief designer Reginald Pearson, utilising the geodetic construction techniques developed and designed by Barnes Wallis. The first Wellington flew in June 1936 in prototype form, and the type entered service with the Royal Air Force in October 1938. Nearly 11,500 Wellingtons were produced in the years between 1936 and 1945. Though it was a very tough aircraft, it was discovered that the Wellington, midway through the war, was becoming obsolescent. It was far too slow and too easy a target. So it was relegated to duties with Coastal Command and as a training aircraft. Early marks such as this fine Mark I at Brooklands, itself lost on a training sortie and recovered from Loch Ness in 1985, were more lightly armed than the later marks. However, later marks, such as the T Mark 10 for example, had greater armament and a crew of 6, comprising the pilot, who of course was in charge of the aircraft, the wireless operator, who also doubled as one of the beam gunners, which was an addition in later aircraft, the navigator doubled as a second pilot or as a relief for the pilot. Down at the rear end of the aircraft was of course Tail End Charlie, the tail gunner. He only had that one job, as did the gunner in the nose of the aircraft, as they would have been needed throughout the whole mission while the aircraft was in danger. And the final crew member, the bomb aimer, who also doubled as one of the beam gunners, the beam guns being just aft of the wings in this section of fuselage.